Tragedy struck the troubled Altair system today when the Easy Line-operated Starliner Bradbury was destroyed in a fatal explosion. Then, in a macabre twist, the Raiders, who are believed to have been responsible for the explosion, arrived on the scene to destroy the ship's life pods and brutally massacre the few survivors to have escaped with their lives. Despite the best efforts of the EAS Scylla, countless were killed. ISN estimates the death toll in excess of 1,000. ISN would like to convey its deepest sympathy to the families of those who died in the incident. More on this in our special at 11.
News of the Bradbury massacre has caused widespread panic. The people here are scared, and who can blame them? The Raiders have demonstrated that they are now willing to murder innocents en masse. Many are choosing to leave Altair. The jump gate has seen a steady flow of traffic. In the last 5 hours, we've seen almost 60 ships leave the system. Most people, of course, do not have the luxury of being able to leave. Many people have jobs or businesses to run here in Altair. Amidst all this, the Raider attacks continue. We have returned to Altair Station to deliver the few survivors from the Bradbury to the authorities. They are truly lucky to be alive, but sad as these events are, it is important for us to move on as quickly as possible if we are to prevent further atrocities. We will remain here for about a day before returning to deep space to once again search for the Raiders. In the meantime, I have asked our lead analyst to gather intel on these Raiders. Lieutenant Marshall has requested that he be allowed to bring you up to speed.
We know that the weapon used came from the Narn in Epsilon, and that, if our information is correct, they possess 2 more. We also have a lead on how the weapon was smuggled onto the Starliner. Security on the station found one of their dock workers dead in his quarters, apparently having hung himself. He was involved in loading the Bradbury when it was at the station, and we are reasonably sure he loaded the weapon onto the ship at this time. The forensic investigation into his death seems to confirm that his death was really a suicide. There was nobody else present when it happened. Why he would kill himself is up for debate. Maybe the Raiders somehow forced him, or the guilt of what he had done was too much to bear. I can only speculate. Although we are still unable to confirm the presence of further Raider moles, I do believe they exist. I believe this dock worker was an unfortunate pawn in a larger game. Internal Affairs have assured me that they are dealing with the situation. I hope they plug these leaks quickly. We have heard nothing from the Raiders to indicate that this bombing was an act of political terrorism. We would not expect to. The Raiders have never had a political agenda. Assuming this act was perpetrated for profit, who was paying them and what was the target? We do not know at this time, but we intend to find out.
We just got word from Earth Force Internal Affairs that a team of investigators is about to arrive at Altair Station. The investigation is being led by the Psychops. Psychops have been granted unrestricted access to Earth Force records and personnel. This includes the right to ask Earth Force personnel to submit to a telepathic scan. The Psy-Corps transport and its escort, comprised of 2 Black Omega Starfleeters, will arrive in approximately 15 minutes. Just enough time for you to suit up, because we've decided that you're flying escort. You will command Alpha Wing, a wing of 3 Aurora Starfuries. Your orders are to assist Delta Wing in escorting the Psy-Corps shuttle to the station. Other forces at your disposal include the Beta Wing, a patrol of 2 Auroras, and the station's resident guardsman. Delta Wing flies for the Psy-Corps. You do not have authority on them. Normally this would be a routine mission. Things being the way they are, keep your eyes open.
The PSI Corps shuttle is due to arrive in 10 seconds. You better get a move on, Alpha Wing.
Affirmative.
This is Psychop Peterson. Good day to you, Altair Control. Do you have a flight path for us?
Come straight in, sir. Civilian traffic has been cleared to secondary corridors. It was a rush. We didn't get much warning.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Nobody expects who?
Look it up. We're on our way in. ETA 6 minutes.
Jump gate open. We have an unscheduled arrival coming through. Could be raiders.
It's just a freighter. I thought they were all headed in the opposite direction.
Even so, it's not scheduled. Unidentified freighter. Please identify. Scan results are inconclusive. The data is garbled. The freighter has a modified hull plating which is hindering our scanners. This is suspicious. Alter control to unidentified freighter. Leave the space lane and power down your engines immediately.
I copy. Attacking hostiles now.
Something you don't see every day.
Alright, a party!
Raider fighters inbound. Headed to the station. Engage and destroy.
Alter Station. You have a GOD set and a cruiser. There's no way those Zephyrs are here for you.
Then they're either here for civilian freighters, or they're here for you. After all, you're the only high-profile flight out there. The Raider freighter is running for the jump gate. Stop it before it escapes. Disable it if possible. Destroy if necessary.
Alter Control. There's something else out there. Someone else wants us dead. It's not the Raiders. This is about hatred, not money.
Can you be more specific?
They're nearby. Whoever it is wants us dead so badly that they'll sacrifice their own life. We could be looking at a kamikaze.
You heard that, people. Be on the lookout for anything suspicious. Scan nearby ships.
Okay, Earth Alliance. We surrender already. We're going nowhere. Standing down.
How do you know all this?
I'm a psychop. Do the math.
Target acquired. Engaging now.
What the hell is that?
We're sustaining damage.
Copy that, sir.
shuttle has arrived safely aboard the Altar station. Good job, pilots. The area is secure.
Nicely done, pilot. Thanks to your quick thinking and decisive command of the mission, the shuttle arrived safely at Altair Station, despite the best efforts of all hostile parties. The use of the modified freighter to smuggle fighters into the station space was ingenious. Nevertheless, for the plan to work, the Raiders needed to know the shuttle's arrival time to the minute. That information was available only to high-level station personnel. The Internal Affairs Investigation are treating this as proof that we have leaks at a high level, and have begun performing compulsory scans of high-level Earth Force personnel. The kamikaze ship carried an identical warhead to that used on the Bradbury. The ship was manned, but the pilot is unknown. The usual pilot was rendered unconscious. The pilot who took his place was willing to die to stop the Internal Affairs Investigation team from reaching Altair Station.